I'm EnterElysium, and we're playing Zafehouse Diaries because, like, so many people said, do a let's play of this, and wow, that was quite a lot of people. I'll be honest, I didn't expect that many people to say do a let's play, and, you know, I like the game, I'm perfectly happy to do a let's play, so, to make it interesting, and to make it somewhat slightly easier, because me dying in the first 5 minutes would make for a pretty boring let's play, I have actually created some custom content for this. Ta-da! Yes, we are indeed playing Zafehouse Diaries with Kerbals. So instead of zombies, they're going to be Zombals? Yeah, we're going to call them Zombals. Equally dangerous, but slightly shorter and green. Anyway, so in our survivors, let's deselect me. Select all of these guys. We have Jebediah Kerman. We go to edit. You can see he is a Kerbanaut and a badass. So, just accept that. We've got Bill Kerman, who is a Kerbanaut officer. Bob Kerman, he's a Kerbanaut political officer. Scott Kerman, he's a Kerbal scientist. And Dudber Kerman, a Kerbal engineer. And hopefully these guys will make for a good team, since, you know, they're all relatively similar, they've, you know, worked together before, so they should get on a bit better than most of your average survivors in this game. Most of the professions that they've got are better than average at surviving at zombies. They've got more points than the average number. I haven't made them ridiculously over the top, but they are fairly good. Jeb, of course, being a badass is pretty good. Although no one is at all invincible in this game, you can still quite easily get owned. So they're all on next mission, so start a new game. And we'll do the roadkill ones, so repair a damaged vehicle and throw it to safety. So the idea is that in a parallel time, a deadly virus has swept across Kerbin, and at the KSC, the only 5 people unaffected are Dudber, Scott, Jeb, Bill and Bob, and they take a rocket and manage to get away to a unnamed Kerbal city before they run out of rocket fuel and it crashes. And now they must find a way to get out by repairing a truck or whatever it's going to be, some sort of vehicle. Anyway, so start the game. House 5, Willowbank Drive. We made it. Amongst our fragile group we have a Kerbal engineer, a Kerbanaut political officer, a Kerbanaut badass, a Kerbanaut officer, and a Kerbal scientist. We arrive with a weapon, a few tools, some food, and a few medical supplies. It's really good. You don't normally start with medical supplies. That's normally like one of those luxury items. We've only got one item, but the 5 of us are aware of each other. Bob isn't adjusting well to the group, but Jebediah might be able to hold everyone together. There we go. Jebediah holding everyone together. Bob not adjusting? Met someone on the outskirts of town. He said he was part of a scavenger group looking for some spare parts, but they were attacked and he was the only one who survived. He said there might be a vehicle in town that we could probably patch up with the right parts, but there's a catch. The outskirts are infested and getting more dangerous by the day. We need a map before we think about leaving. Before leaving, the scavenger said we want to check out Echo 2 Road. Oh, 2 Echo Road, sorry. Right. Oh, those pictures look pretty cool. Right, so Bob and Dudver don't like each other. Jeb doesn't like Bob very much. Bill doesn't like Scott very much. Bob and Scott get on okay. Well, actually, Scott and Jeb get on okay. Jeb and Dudver, and Jeb and Bill and Dudver. That's pretty cool. Jeb was a Kerbanaut badass. He is 24 straight, has a high school education, and comes from a middle-class background. He is experienced and stable, independent and persuasive, and is most useful sniping zombies, patrolling outside, creating a distraction, repairing a vehicle, modifying items, and making traps. He has a lingering prejudice towards the wealthy. Bill, he claims he isn't racist, he just doesn't like the look of Scott. Poor Scott Kerman. Bob, he claims he isn't racist, he just doesn't like the look of Dudber. Scott has a lingering prejudice towards the poor, which is probably why he doesn't like Dudber. And Dudber has a lingering prejudice towards the wealthy. Yeah, Bob comes from a wealthy background. And yeah, that's why those two hate him. Bill doesn't like him because he's racist, and Scott doesn't like him because he's poor. And he doesn't like him because he's... okay, that makes all kind of sense. Right, so we need them to like Dudber, so what could we do? What could we do? We could do activism? Yeah. Kerbal not... No, Kerbal scientist and Kerbal not political officer. Right. That will mean that, because he's the Kerbal scientist and he's the Kerbal not political officer, that the other two, these two, will like him because he spoke at a rally for the National Association for Concerned Kerbal not Engineers, Kerbal Scientists, and Kerbal not Political Officers. Okay, cool. We're going to run with that. We're here. It's search 60%. So who's good at searching? Okay, got a few 4 stars and 2 3 stars. So it doesn't really matter who does the searching that much. Dudber's good at barricading because, of course, he used to be an engineer. So do that quickly and loudly for the first few turns, and then we'll do it quietly afterwards. What we've got on supplies? We've got a handgun with a couple of rounds, saucepan, wooden spoon, and a bandage. Well, that's not much. Who's good at... Jeb's a badass. Probably these 3 because, well, they're astronauts. They're pretty badass. So have a look here. Yeah, have a look here. Jeb and Bob get on? No, Jeb and Bob don't get on. Bob and Bill get on. Right, so let's send Bob and Bill on by themselves. And then Jeb can go to here. Investigate. I don't think we've got any supplies to investigate with, so they've got no like binoculars or flashlights. Scott can search for anything useful. Sweet. Let's go. Rumours spread around the group. Apparently Dudber was something of an activist. He spoke at a rally for the National Association for Concerned Kerbal Engineers, Kerbal Scientists, and Kerbal not Political Officers. Upon hearing the rumour, Bob and Scott became closer to Dudber. Jebediah and Bill were indifferent about it. Bob and Bill returned from their recon of the house at 2 Patricia Road. Jebediah returned from his recon. Scott found a carving knife. That's good. That's both a cooking item and a weapon. And 4 snacks. Scott found a cooking ingredient. Scott notes there was only 1 shower in the house. Scott says half the rooms are being searched. Dudber broke a bed into 2 wooden barricades. He secured a door leading to the kitchen. Jebediah's feeling slightly fit after doing some exercise. That's pretty cool. The house is a small building. Blah blah blah. There's 1 zombie inside. 2 doors and 9 windows. Meh. 2 doors, 9 windows, and 2 zombies inside. Okay. Those numbers are like a minimum though, because they don't have any accurate way of looking inside because they don't have binoculars or flashlights. So we're really looking at rough estimates for the lower end. So investigate those, and you continue doing your thing. The house at 2 Rachel Court is a small building with around 9 rooms. It has 2 doors and 9 windows. It should contain a cache of weapons. 1 zombie inside minimum. Right, 2 Rachel Court. Minimum 29 zombies inside the police station. Ah, okay. Well, it should contain a cache of weapons, but it's got 1 door, 36 windows, so it's basically impossible to defend. And it's got 29 zombies inside. That's not good. And they're happy after the scouting run. Scott found a snack. Scott found a sponge. Scott's almost done. Dudber secured 2 entrances, and Bob found a chess set when exploring. That's 2 Rachel Court. Right, so if we edit note, weapons. Okay, so we want to take that place, because we want the weapons. We've only got 1 handgun. We've got a carving knife, but that's not great. Oh, we've searched 100%, have we? Yep. Okay, right. Well, we're gonna have to do something. We're gonna have to take this place on, because yeah. So, Jeb, Bob, Bill. Ooh, Bob didn't go. There go Bob. Do an assault move. No, breach move, sorry. The handgun. Saucepan. Carving knife. There we go. That's all the weapons we have. And, take with you a couple of snacks. Actually, we'll abandon this location. We'll take over the new location. Okay, that's all you can carry. Sweet. Right. you go there. Over here, we're going to... Make your regular traps with Scott? No. Modify an item? No. I guess Scott can just watch for zombies. Right. Bob, Bill, and Jebediah approached the house with the intention of breaking in. They had spent some time trying to find a way in, increasing the risk of confrontation. They headed to a small, second-story window leading to the third bedroom. Once they got closer, it proved tricky to access. There were no zombies, or should that be... Zombals? There were no Zombals inside the third bedroom. It sounds like there was only a handful of zombies wandering around in here. A handful? Wait. We got told it was just going to be one. I hope this handful isn't like 7. I hope it's like a handful is like 3. I mean, how many Zombals do you think you could fit in your hand? I don't think I could fit any. Like one very small one. Anyway. It doesn't look like there are any zombies outside the house. Dudber broke 2 tables into 10 barricades. Okay, so they're going to attack that next turn. They're inside it now. And we've just got to hold out and hope they don't get killed. No blood. That's good. There are a few zombies outside the place. Outside the place? Bob shot a zombie's head with a handgun. They got them all. Wait, that was one zombie. That wasn't a handful. The game lied. Dudber secured 6 entrances. Wow. He's good. We might end up using this place after all. We need to move him over there. Who doesn't get along? Right, Dudber's over there. Bill and Jeb could go over there. And then join him. That would make a good team. Yeah, so if we send Bill... we send Jeb. Scott. Oh, yeah, you need to go on breach mode. And then you need to be on breach mode as well. Take those. Cool. Right, because we need Scott over here to search for stuff and to get rid of this location. I think that's everyone. Oh, Bob is idle. Clean up corpses? Bob? Oh, he's not very good at it. Bob can watch for zombies. Dudber secured 2 entrances. Sweet! Clean up corpses. Scott can do that. Being a scientist, he's very good at having a hygienic lab area, so he knows how to get rid of the zombals, all the blood and stuff. He knows how to clean it properly. Disinfection and all that. Because of course you don't really want stale zombie, well, zombal blood lying around. They probably don't have blood because they're dead. Blood's probably like congealed. And anyway, moving swiftly on before any of you who are watching this and thinking about eating suddenly throw up or just get nauseous and give up on eating. What do we want? He's cleaning up corpses, he's watching the zombies. Probably a good idea, continues to watch the zombies because we don't know how loud it's going to be. We need someone over here to watch the zombies. Bill can watch the zombies. And Jebediah can make regular traps. And then if we actually take Dudber off that duty, move Dudber over to there, because we need Dudber to secure the next house. They let Dudber in. Scott removed all the corpses from the third bedroom. All the corpses have been removed. A guillotine cage trap has been set in the living room. It deals a high amount of damage, will make a zombie immobile. It can strike 2 targets. That's cool. That's cool. I'm cool with that. Right. Scott can search the location for anything useful. Bob, keep watching. And you're watching over there. I could make experimental traps, but in my experience, experimental traps nearly all the time target the actual people in the house and go off by mistake. So, ooh, the spike and cage trap has been set. I've got a really itchy nose for some reason. Spike and cage trap has been set in the living room. It deals a high amount of blah 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 blah. Guillotine and cage trap. We'll put the no zombies outside the house. Here we go. Rachel Court. Scott found a flashlight, 2 golf clubs, a motorcycle jacket, and a spanner. That's really useful. The flashlight allows us to look at stuff, and the golf clubs are weapons, and the motorcycle jacket is protection. Despite Bob spotting the zombies, we were caught off guard. A window leading to the living room was breached by a Zombal. Scott took command of the fight and led Budbur into the attic. Bob was unimpressed with Scott's plan and did not follow him, instead seeking refuge in the basement. They were barely protected. All they had between them was a motorcycle helmet and a motorcycle jacket, but it was better than nothing. Most of the fighting took place in the bathroom. Dudbur smashed a zombie's head with a golf club. They got them all. Well, Bob's not being very good there, to be honest. Bob here, just Scott was like, Dudbur, come with me. And Dudbur killed the zombie, so Bob, I'm less than impressed with you. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I think we're doing fine here. The problem is I have moved Dudbur into with Scott, and Scott doesn't like Dudbur. Although, admittedly, he still led him. So he took charge and Dudbur followed him. It wasn't really... If it was the other way around, Dudbur wouldn't have followed. And they've got Bob and... Not our greatest of combinations, I'll be honest. Probably swap over the 2 groups. But most of our equipment's over there, so... Oh well. Maybe if we move Jeb and Bill as well? No, I want to have the 2 locations so we can have 2 options if one gets overrun. Cricket bat and a crossbow. Yes, we've got a crossbow, a bona fide weapon. It's also silent, which is great. Baseball bat, flashlight, golf club, screwdriver, skipping rope. Skipping rope, there we go. Only 1 shower, says half the rooms have been searched. Dudbur. Secured 2 entrances. Spike and cage, spike and cage. Sweet. And everyone should just continue what they're doing. IMO. Make regular traps. We should probably start making meals soon. Who's good at meals? Dudbur's pretty good at meals. So we'll get Dudbur to make some meals. Scott found a golf club, a switchblade, can of gasoline, snack. Dudbur protected a small meal. Almost all the rooms have been searched. No zombies at the house. Noise level is low. Yeah, that's going pretty well, I'll be honest. Yeah, you continue making meals, you watch for zombies, and you search for anything useful. 78%, so we're nearly done. Oh, we need to clean up that corpse, so... Scott, you're cleaning up corpses for now. I'm sorry. I know you want to be doing science, but we'll get around to the science soon. We'll start modifying items, and you can make crazy shit. It'll be awesome. Nothing interesting happened. Willowbank is now fully trapped. Noise level's low. And all corpses have been removed. Sweet. Right, I want to keep both locations going, but I do want to check for some stuff. So... do we need to be... I think we should actually just... We can always come back to that one later if we want to. So... Breach. And take with you all the scrap. There we go, all the scrap you can carry at least. And over here... Continue watching for zombies. Search the location. And barricade the entrances. Slowly and quietly now, because it's going to get towards nightfall. Dudbur ate a snack. Scott found a carving knife. It's getting dark outside. We need to be more vigilant. Scott found a deck of playing cards and a snack in the living room. Dudbur secured a window leading to the 3rd bedroom. All rooms in the house have now been searched. Excellent, which means, Scott, you can start doing science. Wait. Oh, you're only... Oh, I thought you were going to be good at that. That makes me sad. Jeb, of course, is actually really good at modifying items. Because he actually runs a rocket manufacturing and design business. You look at several of the parts in Kerbal Space Program, and they've all actually been designed or built by Jebediah's company. So, obviously, some kind of entrepreneur. Who could join you in doing that? Scott could join you in doing that. Bill and Bob can do that together. Actually, no, someone needs to watch the zombies, so Bill can watch the zombies. And there we go. Jebediah is modifying a flashlight, and Scott is modifying a spanner. Really, they chose two of the most boring items to modify. No, like, crazy vicious crossbow or double-barreled handgun. We're going to get a bright flashlight and a spanner. I don't know, maybe glow-in-the-dark thing. Spike and cage. Small number of zombies outside. Annoying level is low. There's a small number of zombies outside. That's not good. Scott and Jebediah became frustrated with each other while modifying items. And Dubber secured a window. Okay, Scott and Jebediah frustrate each other. I want to leave them doing that though, because they've just started doing those as two items. So maybe if this continues to be a bad thing, we'll move one of them off. But I don't want to leave the relationship to get bad. I mean, if you look at Scott and Jeb, it's already soured a little bit. That used to be green, and now it's sort of a horrible, darkish yellow. Anyway, I think we're going to leave it there for this episode of whatever the hell I'm going to call this. Zombal Diaries. Yes, Zombal Diaries. And yeah, catch me next time when we maybe make our way over here and look for the part that apparently is indicated. And hopefully we will survive the night. I've been EnterElysium, and this has been Zafehouse Diaries. Stay shiny, everybody.